You see things, you say why, that I dream things that never were. And I say, why not? George Bernard Shaw.
Greetings, everyone. Uh, I'm back, Zahra Bazark. Hope the sound is good because last time when I was listening to my last live stream, um, there was a bit of a sizzling kind of a sound there in the background. So just have to make sure. Oh,
So
there's
just have to make sure.
still there is this sizzling sound.
Sizzling sound.
Testing,
Sizzling sound.
testing.
Testing.
Yeah, there's the
Testing.
thing.
Yeah, this testing.
Testing without the mic.
Yeah, this testing. Testing without the mic.
Test.
Testing without the mic.
Okay, it's better. Um,
Testing.
okay, without the mic, it's better. So, last stream, sorry about this. In my live stream, last one, I started with, there might be a sound when I move this or move myself. I started with Surah Tahrim Ayat, why does Allah, when Allah asks why, and these were my notes. Surah Yunus, I started with the reason thing, right? And then Surah Tahrim also, because I started with Surah Tahrim Ayat 1. Uh, Looking at this again, Surah Tahrim Ayat 1, 66th chapter of the Quran. O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? Thou seekest to please thy consorts, but Allah is of forgiving. Most words for this. Thou seekest to please thy and it is mardiya. It means pleasing the whites, not Allah. Right. Then just a little bit of recap on this, and then I'll go ahead with the. Oh no, what have I done now? Oh, so I'll just put aside this blinking thing. Okay, so I'll just do a recap on this because last live stream there was a hissing, or what, sizzling sound or whatever you may call it. Anyhow, so the reason why I used Surah Yunus ayat 100 is that he will bring his wrath upon those who do not use reason. So taking reason along to, um, but anything we can to show you that anything someone does, um, no, anything someone says, any reason someone gives, succinctly put and clearly, when disobeying the command of Allah, that reason is not good enough, as I showed you in the Quran ayats. And from the Quran ayats, I don't know why in Surah Tahrim ayat 1, I mean, where Prophet Muhammad does this and Allah asks him, he's still not stripped off his prophethood, or hasn't fallen like Adam did, right? So, and then I said that in the Shia book, one of the authentic books of the Shias, uh, Al Kafi by Kulaini, where he's compiled all the hadiths of the Imams of the Prophet's holy like family, the Imams, the rightly guided, the chosen Imams by God. So Imam Muhammad Bakr, the fifth, our 12 Shia's fifth Imam. So this is a whole chain of narrations. You can read this. Who said Abu Jafar is the fifth Imam, I think, right? Abu Jafar, father of Jafar, fifth Imam, Imam Muhammad Bakr, who has said the following: when Allah, God, created intelligence, He made it speak, and then He said to it, "Come forward." It came forward. He then said, "Go back." It went back. Then Allah said, "I swear by my honor and glory that I have not created any creature more beloved to me than you. I will not perfect you in anyone except those whom I love. I, however, will command only you to do things and prohibit only you from doing certain things. I will grant blessings, rewards to you only, and will subject only you to punishments." And then going back to Surah Yunus, ayat 100 again. So, on reason, intelligence, meaning using of the intellect, akal, right? Mind, logic, rational human beings, and all this. So, I showed you how this fails when you disobey the command of Allah, and how reason also fails. And I'm going to show you again, I'm going to go through some parts in detail, some parts just cut through. So, what else did I have to say here in the middle while I was reading? I swear by the honor. Now go back, it went back. So, this intelligence he created is also the intellect. In the coffee I had, it was a book of intellect. So, intelligence he's given, you can work it out with the intelligence of the intellect, the mind, and maybe not the heart. But then we are told in ayat that this revelation was sent down by the trusted spirit on the heart of Prophet Muhammad in a Quran ayat. So now we see the reason of Iblis while disobeying Allah's command. So Allah's command comes first, fails. I'm better than he. So, Allah, whenever someone does something wrong or disobeys a command, Allah goes, starts by asking him also. A very close person or an entity like a jinn or an angel, and then this fallen angel, Iblis, was asked, right? And then Adam was asked too. So one an ayat I've forgotten here. You created. So you see how he, okay, Surah 38 verse 75. Allah asked, "O Iblis, what prevented you from prostrating to what I created with my own hands?" Noteworthy. Surah Araf, verse 12, he says, Allah said, "What prevented you from prostrating when I commanded? I commanded you to do so." Right? But in Surah Sa'ad, ayat 75, Allah asks, "O Iblis, what prevented you from prostrating to what I created with my own hands? Did you just become proud, or have you always been arrogant?" And so Iblis says that the answer was 76. Again, he said, "I'm better than him. You created me from fire and created him from clay." Now I can show you what is important. Clay is better, or uh, so my last live stream was on reason, corrupted reason by Iblis. And Allah is also giving a reason to Iblis. When I commanded you, but not, we don't stop at this. There's another ayat, Surah Saad, which I forgot to give in my previous live stream. 75. I created with my own hands. Okay, so hands, they say metaphorically, meaning my might and power, things like that. Huh? Now, what happens here is I've already proved that in a video. Maybe I didn't show the ayats and all, or maybe I did. Um, Uploaded it on my YouTube channel. That fire, how Allah speaks to Moses through the fire. and various ayats of it, which I will come later on that. That isn't the fire more important? Isn't what Iblis is saying here? Uh, isn't it right? Although we have Surah Insan where Allah, and Surah Teen, I'm sorry, Surah Teen where Allah says that I've created man from the best of clay, and then in Surah Insan, I created him from the sperm, right? But I mean, you may say the clay is the best because Allah mentions that in Surah Teen, Teen, right? Surah Clay. Excuse me, so I'm having tea and all this. This might take some time. Sorry, as much as I want it to be short and sweet, but it can't be short and sweet. What will save human beings? Knowledge by Allah to angels and knowledge of Allah alone. What will save? Reason. So, reason, guidance, or what? So, we see here that reason itself is not enough because reason, the intellect can bring about uh, arrogance because Allah does say, what is wrong? Did you just become proud or have you always been arrogant? Well, was Shaitan right about this? Iblis right about this when he said, I'm better than him? You created me from fire and created him from clay. Then you can see, uh, uh, then I can take you to the Chrome, the ayats, fire, commit an because you see here, God in Surah Araf, God is these policies. And remember, don't tell me that Allah was not for the polytheists. Allah was for the polytheists. Polytheists did believe in Allah. There are ayats, right? That from Allah, whether the people of the book or the polytheists, I've checked that on Wikipedia. You can check it on Wikipedia. The origin of Allah, where this word comes from, you can also check on Wikipedia. Sorry, excuse me. I'm not well, so. And this, uh, so here he blames the polytheists of, doing indecent acts and saying that, oh, our forefathers did it. Okay, so we'll start with Surah Araf, verse 29. Say, O Prophet, my Lord has commanded uprightness and dedication, Him alone, worshipping. No, sorry, start with. No, sorry, this one, 26. When they do aught that is shameful, they say, We found our forefathers, we have found our fathers doing so. And Allah commanded us thus. Say, nay, Allah never commands what is shameful. Do you say of Allah what you know not? So when he's referring to the policies, he himself, that is Allah, sorry, Allah is using Allah, the God, for God, Allah, right? So no one can say it's a miracle of the Quran that when he addresses the polytheists, he uses another Allah. Or how does he? He says, He, your God. Let me see. Oh, so when they commit. Um, and when they do immorality, they say we found it on our forefathers. Actually, forefathers. Okay, fathers and forefathers. And Allah, Wallahu. Yeah,
Wallahu.
Wallahu. Private dating chat girls not needed, not required 69xxx dot life. Please, uh, life is too short for these things, and you know, we are not interested here. So I have to remove you. Your and you're just taking my time, so remove all, put user in timeout. Okay, that's great. Okay, so Allah, right? So there's no miracle in the Quran which says when he addresses, when he's talking about, or he's mentioning the policies that he's used another word for Allah. So please be careful because there are people who, Muslims, religious scholars, very highly, who can confuse you, and here I am to confuse you even further. But against this, they will make you sure about this religion, that this religion is true. They won't, oh, sorry, yeah. They will confuse you about the haq, truth, the true one. Okay, then what happens is, so please be careful about that. Here I am to confuse you, but that will set you free. Like Dr. Deepak Chopra said it, uncertainty, remain in your uncertainty. We have given answers, we think we have answers for everything, but the mind doesn't have answers for everything, and neither have I been, my Shia Islam given me or Sunni Islam given me answers for everything. The mind or the guidance, like I felt at one time that my mother lacked guidance from Allah. And we had so many imams, and why was this? And we had prayers also. So, I mean, she was oppressed. Okay, so now from here, where do I go? How to show you that the nar is much better than the clay because Allah communicates with the. But you can see through the ayats, Surah Saad, get out of bed, that's not. Where is it? Surah Qasas mein jayenge. Go to Surah Qasas here, right? So, and when he reached it, he was called from the right side of the valley in the blessed field from the tree. Oh Moses, lo, even I am Allah, the Lord of the world. So what did he reach? He, of course, now you can see this is verse 30 of. So you can see verse 29. So it is the fire. He when he reached it. So I can take you to Surah Taha also and show you that Allah actually spoke to Moses, called out to Moses from the burning, from the fire. Moses had completed the term and was traveling with his family. He perceived from the direction of the mount a fire. He said to his family, stay here. Indeed, I've perceived a fire. Perhaps I'll bring you. So, when he reaches it, Allah calls out to him from the fire. I mean, let's see, Exodus 3 Bible, the, their burning bush, like Moses was like, why isn't the bush? The bush is on fire, but it's not burning out. So Moses thought, I will go over and see the strange sight, why the bush does not burn up. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush. Here, at least they say a little bit properly. Within the bush, so from the fire, God is talking. Moses, Moses. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush. Within the bush, right? Now we come here again to before I have to do this. This is a bit slow, I know. Surah Taha. So what is more, tin, clay, or no, fire? What is better? And it's nar, huh? And when God says, "I made Iblis," Iblis was of the jinn and of the fire, made of the fire. So, what is better? I am your Lord, said Takeoff. See? And when he came to the fire, a voice was heard. Oh, Moses, it is truly I. So, I have chosen you. All this. From Surah Taha, verses 11 12, what is better? Here, nar is used. So anyone who tells you loose, I've used nar, Arabic word, Quran, Arabic word, naran, right? Here it is.
نار.
A fire. So is a fire better or a teen? So see how we have been confused. If you've been like a Shia like me, you would know. And you could relate to me maybe. So we go back to this, that shame. Now could like Allah and Iblis be, you know, uh, two sides of the same coin? Two sides, two different sides of the same coin. Because no, 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 even if Allah says here in Surah Tin, we have created you, we created humans in the best form or taqweem, yeah, okay, best form. And Tin, and by the city, a haven of peace, meaning Makkah was a haven of peace before Prophet Muhammad, right? So this also, many, many points coming. This passage refers to the land of figs and olives where Jesus lived, Mount Sinai where Moses communicated with Allah, and the city of Makkah where the Prophet started his mission. Uh, yeah, but before he started his mission, it was secure. Makkah was peaceful, and it's not like Medina was not his city, but then he started to call Makkah and Medina both, Makkah for Abraham, Medina for himself. So this also, and his broken houses in Surah Ashar we're told is Allah. So sorry I couldn't come to that conclusion where I could say, make you see for sure, not say, make you see for sure that reason fails, and there's no amount of like what reason, which reason, guidance of Allah, knowledge also fails. Because you see, Allah has given you, Allah gave angels limited knowledge, and they knew whatever knowledge Allah had given them, they knew. When they used that knowledge, Allah was like, you don't know. Even that knowledge was limited, what the angels were given. And by the way, angels don't have a mind, we were told. Only insan, human beings have a mind, rational human beings. We are rational human beings. And we were told that angels do not use their will. So how could they question Allah? Right? They don't even use their mind. Forget the will. Whatever Allah has made them, but here it's a different altogether. Even Iblis disobeyed and all this. On one hand, we were told they were only made to surrender and assigned places. So for them, it wasn't like a tragedy, like, enigma, that life is a battlefield and the positions are assigned to us by God knows who, and we have to toil and, against struggle against opposites and all this. No, no. For them, life was not toil and hardship and all that because they never used the mind and they were not given the mind to use. Another point to be noted. Uh, then where do we go? So all this falls apart actually. So you can, if you're confused, it's good, you know, it's good. Now, so now have I proven through the Quran ayats that fire is better than teen, even though God says He's created humans in the best form and all this, and through teen, because Iblis tells us. Iblis says you created human beings from teen and you created me from fire. And what spoke to Moses from where? From the fire. It or in, fi is it or in the fire, or the voice. Where is it? I'm trying to look for that. I think I'm going too fast or something, or I forget here a little bit. But when he came to the fire, a voice was heard. So there was a. This is Surah Namal ayat 8. Behold, Moses said to his family, I perceive a fire, Nar. Soon will I bring you, Naran. It's from Nar, fire. Soon will I bring you from there some information. Or I will, information. You see this information? So isn't this Nar? Because you see, when Allah says in the Surah Nur, Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. It's Nur, not Nar. Nar is fire. Nur is light, right? So here we have that Moses knew that the fire could have some information. Or I will bring you a burning brand to light a fuel, that that ye may warm yourselves. Where am I going? Where am I going? But when he came to it, he was called by Allah. When he came to it means the fire. Uh, but when he came to it, he was called that is a blessed. You see, burika here, burika, tabaruk, blessing, not sallu, prayers, salat, comes from salat. Surah Azab, like Allah and the angels sent. What do they do? Not blessings. Maybe prayers, salute him with the salutation. Okay, okay, back here. Blessed is he who is at the fire, they say, fi. And some translate it, blessed is whoever is at the fire, in. You see this, they're making changes here because they don't know how could Allah be talking through in the fire, or the fire be talking to him. Moses, but Allah be in. Or but when he came to the fire, voice was heard. Like Allah called out from the fire. Fire is very, very important, isn't it? It could hold information. Now we know there's a lot of information. You can go to Hindu sites and find out Hindu gurus, Dr. Pillai, where man has become ignorance, where lies the ignorance in man. You can see his video, Dr. Bhaskaran Pillai, on YouTube. Isn't Nar better? Wouldn't you wish that you were fire rather than clay, all the time struggling in toil and all this being tested for, okay, being tested, but it cannot stand to reason, like I said in my last live stream, that this reason can be corrupted. And so what will guide us? Our messengers, their guidance, or our reason, or all at times, like, you see, even God here, he doesn't say, look, Iblis. But why would he say? Like, we went into nitty gritties and details and all this. You see, first of all, who can go against Allah? I This I could not fathom what has happened to Iblis. Haq. Who can go against the Haq? No one can go harm the Haq, but go against it. Yes, perhaps. And at that highest assembly. Okay. So I'm discovering, because I'm not prepared, and neither uh, can I be prepared. But I correct myself as I go on, right? So as I find that it's not like Allah that He changes, because He's the all-knowing. We are not the all-knowing right now. So Not like I'm bringing, uh, you know, changing and bringing new ayats for the and canceling the old ones. Allah said, "What prevented you from prostrating when I commanded you to do so?" Iblis gave a reason. He said, "I'm better than he. You created me from fire, and him you created from clay. Clay, sorry. Now, 38th chapter of the Quran, 75 words. Allah asked, "O Iblis, what prevented you from prostrating to what?" Now, Allah is giving his reason. Now, to what I created with my own hands, meaning might and power, they say. Did you just become proud, or have you always been arrogant? Allah wants an answer. You see, so here we're told that Allah knows that Allah should know. Now we can, Allah should know that Iblis was proud from the very beginning. Of course, he could not just become proud. So Iblis says, the answer is, I need to comb this out. So sorry, might be making mistakes, and then I'll correct myself. He said, "I'm better than him. You created me from fire and created him from clay." Again, the same answer is given like in Surah Araf 12, ayat 12. So Iblis says that you create. Now we see in the Quran that fire is better than clay because Allah chooses nar, fire, to speak to Moses. And even Moses says that I may go to the fire, maybe I'll get some information or warmth, that you can use this fire. So don't you think fire is a. Okay, what will save human beings? Knowledge by Allah to angels and knowledge of Allah alone, or knowledge of Allah alone, or both. Now here we have that angels had knowledge, yet I don't know how they could do this. Question God, verse Surah Baqarah verse 30, and mention Muhammad when your Lord said to the angels, "Indeed, I will make upon the earth a successive authority." They said, "Will you place upon it?" These angels don't know that Allah knows the. But okay, so if we are saying that stage by stage, coming to what knowledge is at the level of the angels, and what the mind is at the level of Shet Iblis, angel. Mind is at the level of Iblis. Excuse me. Angels don't have a mind, right? But then we are told in the. So, hold on. If you're going to say stage by stage, even Adam was taught. Just a minute, I'm just moving a little bit. If you're going to tell me that God is teaching us stage by stage, but the rat at what risk, at what stake, what do you call it? What happens to Iblis now? He's gone in the fire forever with his companions and those who follow him. So, the reason you give me, Muslims, is that a good reason? Religious scholars, even. Please contemplate on that. And then we will see. Um, so, okay. And then they said, "Will you place upon it one who causes corruption therein?" No, no, no. Angels are just made to uh, and shed blood and sheds blood while we exalt you. See, angels are only made for exalting and praising and declaring your perfection, Allah's perfection. Sorry, not ours, but Allah said, and asking forgiveness for us, another ayat in the Quran, going around the throne, encircling the throne, asking forgiveness. But why would they tell Allah? Do they know better? Allah's telling us here that the angels, they are so innocent, yet they think that Allah, they are better than Allah or something. That's why he got angry at the angels. He got angry. Fails here. Please see. Think. I don't know. Contemplate. Or from what? Get an insight or something. Now, if in the mind is shaitan and such an angel, knowledge, even fails here, what are you going to do? Like an angel, you would be saying, like the atheists say, why? No, we don't believe in Allah, so much suffering. And there's not even a evidence of Allah scientifically or so thinking I have no chalaki or no. I use words that I'm not even thinking calculating way in a calculating way. Hello, Jesus ain't God. Fanzuno, please, sorry. You cannot use this live chat for against Jesus. Fanzuno, please remove this. I give you the responsibility to do it. Please remove your comment here. You're not supposed to use this platform, live stream, to say things against other religions. No, we are all God. Le messenger Cassier. Fanzuno, are you sure? No one can be sure, Le messenger Cassier. He's not sure, he doesn't know what he's talking about. What can we be sure about? So thank you, Le messenger Cassier. I'm sorry for this, Fanzuno. If you are a Christian, I apologize greatly. No, when I talk against about the monotheistic religions, when I come here for that, but don't use this live chat against Jesus and Christians right now. He quit now. Okay, good. All right, but he's not taking the responsibility. Please be good and please, no insults like this against. You see, maybe you are hurt that your Islam is wrong and you're using that because I'm not a Christian. Now you're thinking that Jesus is not God. So that's like, what do you call that? When you are I think you are in a very inferiority complex, you need help. No, you help yourself. So I'm just pointing to you. When someone is insecure, emotionally insecure, and then they go, like you could even say that Shias are kafirs here. No, Le Messenger Cassier, I'm not massager. Oh, sorry, Le Massager. Sorry, I got your name wrong. Or Muslim. I was an ex-Shia. Oh, sorry, I was a Shia. I'm an ex-Shia. Le Massager Cassier. And what are you? Sorry, may I know about you? Apologize many, many times for mispronouncing your name. Mean you still Muslim now, right? No. Oh, you are a Christian. No, I'm not a Muslim. Oh, you know what ex-Shia means? It means that I was a Muslim believer, but now I'm no more. So I couldn't put ex-Muslim as Shia. I've already. You can look at my previous videos, but please now no more trolling, disturbing me here. It has nothing to do with yes, believer moment. Please, it has nothing to le massager Cassier. It has nothing to do with the topic here I'm talking about. If you want to know about me, you can look at my previous, very old videos on YouTube, right? Right? If you are so much after the truth, you can do that. And you want to know about me. I'm an ex Muslim. Okay, please let me go on. Okay, thank you. Thank you, the massager Cassier. So now, Surah Araf ayats are looking at that the angels saying, no, no, sorry, where was it? Where was it? So brought about their fall. Okay, now here, yeah. Adam's ignorance and forgetfulness in acting upon Allah's advice. Surah Araf ayat 22. So he brought about their fall through deception. And when I've already, did I read this? Did I not forbid you from that tree? And did I not tell you that Satan is your sworn enemy? Okay, here again I have to do this. So, did I not forbid you from that tree? And they prompted them to cover themselves with leaves from paradise. Sorry. The nakedness was exposed to them. So, what were they before this? They were, you see, their shame started to come out. Oh, and now I have to go to the ayat's Arabic words on this. They replied, our Lord, we have wronged ourselves. No, no, their nakedness. So, this now live stream is about not that last one, which was about the answer, the knowledge that the angels had, and on what they were uh, disputing with God on, right? With the knowledge they had. Now it's on this. Nakedness was exposed. So why did Allah not come before Shaitan could deceive them? So he brought about their fall through deception. Surah Araf ayat 22. And now Allah tells them here, regardless of what Shia Muslims, religious scholars, the things they give a mental gymnastics with. Allah said, descend as enemies to each other. You will find in the earth a residence and provision for your appointed stay. So go for something else. Guidance. Guidance also comes from me. Adam received some words from his Lord, so he turned to him mercifully. This is now I've come to Surah Baqarah 37. O children of Israel, called to us. So it came to children of Israel, and then God asked Surah Tahrim. You see, for that questioning the children of Israel, what? Do you enjoin men to do good and neglect your own souls while you read the book? Have you then no sense? Is this the way to ask? So Allah, even Allah, the Most High, He, very compassionate, merciful, and just He's telling us to be understanding, having an understanding heart. He gives Rahmaniyat, He gives Rahim, He gives unconditional mercy, compassion to even the enemies of each other, human beings, as to even our enemies. They have life here. So He gives respite. What do you enjoin men to do good and neglect your own souls? So I don't know how to, I'm not prepared. Where shall I now go? Shall I take you from? They tasted of the tree, their nakedness was exposed to them. So now through a different light, let me take you to the nakedness was exposed to them, right? Surah Araf, verse 70. Oh, sorry, 22. So Prophet Muhammad got the Makkans out of Medina. No, sorry, Makkah, Kaaba. I keep making these mistakes. Now ask yourselves, they were not there. What were they before Iblis came and deceived them? Now Iblis has become Shaitan. Now he's called Shaitan. And these poor people are now blamed in Surah Araf. This and that, your nakedness. Our forefathers were doing it. So why is God saying shameful deed? You know why? Mostly it was customary for the pagans. Footnote, Quran.com. Sorry. It was customary for the pagans of Makkah to circle the Kaaba while naked. So verses 26 to 31 of the surah were revealed commanding the believers to cover themselves properly. You see? When praying to the Lord. And if I can prove to you that this Allah was made, like this was the pagan Allah also. And Quran ayahs, what this false prophet did. You know what this false prophet did? Just let me show you what this false prophet did. Was Allah made shaitan by a false prophet? So we come to, okay, Surah Araf, ayat 19. And we said, O Adam, dwell you and your wife in the garden, so eat from where you desire, but do not go near this tree, for then you will be of the unjust. You, so God tells him that you will be of the unjust. I may have missed this ayat and in my live stream last time. 20, ayat 20. So Allah tells them, for then you will be of the unjust. Why? We don't know. But now shaitan comes. We later see in the ayats. 20. But the shaitan made an evil suggestion to them that he might make manifest to them what? What had been hidden from them. And a translation loosely put, evil of their evil inclinations. Their evil inclinations, meaning Eve, Hawa, Eve and Adam's evil inclinations. No, it's not like that. But I would wish it was like this so that my work would be easier to show you that this is all false, really, right? God first is telling Iblis, I created them with my two hands, might and power, and that means that they are better, the Adam is better than you, the fire. And what arrogance, and even if someone tries to tell you that, okay, it wasn't that reason, but that Shaitan, Iblis was struck by arrogance. That is what Allah was pointing out to, right? But you look at the reason Iblis also gave Allah. But then wouldn't fire be better than tin or tin be better than fire or whatever? So if we use reason, we might get confused and lost, even on that. We can go on forever on that, maybe. No, no. The mind has a limit, but the mind can go in circles, like, yeah, confusion. So having contemplated on these eyes, I still, like this, I would not reach a decisive conclusion. Adam dwell, okay, so 20, but sorry, I had to put something in my mouth. Trying to. also dog. But the shaitan made an evil suggestion to them that he might make manifest to them what had been hidden from them, the shame that was hidden. So wouldn't Surah Arafat where for deceit they tasted of the tree, he caused them. You see, all this doesn't make sense. All this. I read the Shia thing. Now, shall I read the ayats or shall I take again? I should have put the ayat, but sorry, I wasn't. Whenever they commit a shameful deed, according to Sunni footnotes, tafsirs, you can see, they say we found a what shameful deeds like adultery? No, they were going naked, circumambulating the Kaaba, like shortcut, not circumambulating, taking a short, cutting the word short. You see this? So where these polytheists have taken us, say no, Allah never commands what is shameful. Of course not. But He never came to stop Iblis, Shaitan, from deceiving Adam. You see, animals when we are born naked. Animals are they don't have clothing on or anything. I guess where did this shame come from in human beings? Was it their own evil inclination or in the fruit or the tree? Figure that out. So this ayat in oh, I am on Quran.com. Where did I think I was? Sorry, 28. So you see, they're and when they do immorality, they say we found it on our forefathers. On it, on it, our forefathers, and Allah has thus ordered, has ordered us of it. Say, indeed, Allah. Oh, okay. So immorality and no, sorry, I have to go to children. Indeed, we sent to you a garment. You sent to us a garment which covers your shame and provides protection. Here, there's garment, adornment. But the finest of all is the garment of piety, right? Which Muslims sometimes also forget. So it's not just covering with clothes and adornment. You can enjoy the adornment. That is one of the signs of Allah so that they may take heed. So, what I'm trying to say, O Lord of truth, don't let me fail. He said, therein you will live, therein you will die. Get you down with enmity between yourselves. This is shaitan. Doesn't seem like it's Allah on earth and a settlement for an enjoyment, like enmity again. So, what the angels said is true, right? That they will shed blood and fight and enmity to. Allah saying, go get down, being enemies. Allah Himself didn't come to stop shaitan from deceiving Adam. They said, our Lord, we have wronged ourselves. And if you do not forgive us and have mercy upon us, but they had to go down. Allah said, get down, being enemies. So by deceit he brought about their fall. When they tasted of the tree, their shame became manifest to them. Their shame became manifest to them. Didn't God create man in the most best form? Right? What clothes do we need? Surah Insan or Surah Teen. No, and he created Surah Insan में है, sorry, but Surah Teen में तो है ना कि he's created men uh, human beings of the best, from the best clay, and then formed you in the best way. Formed you in the best way. So, if he has formed you in the best way, shall I take you to? So, okay, remember this Surah Araf, verse 22. The shame, what? No, word by word, as they began fastened to their shame to both of them. The tree, so they both tasted, Eve and Adam tasted of the tree, deceived by Shaitan, they tasted of the tree, huh? Shajarata, tree, fruit from the tree or tree. Anyways, uh, and became apparent to both of them their shame. Oh my goodness. Shame, shame, shame. So, where am I going? You know where I'm taking you. Sure, oh Lord of the truth. Oh Lord, the most truthful. Perform thy. Oh, the Shias. I will come to this. Bibi Fatma Zahra and Imam Ali Hassan Hussein. You know, when this beggar Jibrail came, you can read the tafsir of this ayat. But look how they have. We are told that these best of people, they kept a vow. When they keep up, when they, this vow thing, I will come later, but I will explain this. Drinking, flowing, where is it? Cup mixed with kafir. Uh, Verily, we created man from a drop of mingled sperm in order to try him, so we gave him of hearing and sight. Okay, it doesn't say in the we create. It doesn't say in the best form. Has there not been over man a long period of time when he was nothing, not mentioned? For indeed we alone created humans from a drop of mixed fluids in order to test them. So we made, okay, we created man from a semen drop of mixture to test him. So we made him sight and hearing. And we showed him whether to choose grateful, be grateful. Indeed, we did change blazing fire, flavored and pure wine, as sanjabil, you know, kaffir, uh, and ginger, ginger, unstinted drinks, sweeping horror. So here, no, he doesn't say best of moles, but maybe later on, horrible. Just oh, so I have to. This is online now. A little bit searching. Surya Insan, Surya Teen कहाँ है? Indeed, we created humans. Here it is. In the best of stature. Some say mold, form. Oh, I can. Suratin Ayat 4. What do you have to be shameful about? You see how the birds without clothes, what you will wear, how you will cover your shame. So, where the Hindus take us, where the polytheists may have taken us, pagan polytheists. Do you see this? Best stature. Look, whatever this word, mold.
تقويم.
Takuim. So, what does mold mean? From the best teen, let's look, right? Should he have shame? distinctive and typical style, form, or character. Form, an object out of malleable material. So, whatever object it was the best, whatever structure, shaped, mold, okay, right? So, you are made of the best mold. A hollow container used to give shape to molten or hot liquid material when it cools and hardens. Where did we go wrong? So we have been so misguided. That's why wondering where we went wrong. Now another thing is that in one um, Sureshwara reminds me that no on in one where is it? Well, let that be. No reward do I ask of you, Prophet Muhammad, and then except in another ayat, the Surah Shura 23. Except love of my kin. And the Shias go on saying, and unanimously, even all Muslims agree that it's Fatima, Hassan, Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein. Oh, God. Do you see the discrepancies? You do not see that, right? I don't know what to do now. Okay, back to. So what? Back to the notes. What? And he swore to them both. No, no, their shame became what had been hidden from them became apparent. And what does he do in Surah? Another point. What does he do in Surah Araf? Who does he blame? He says, "Remember, O children of Adam, let not the shaitan cause you to fall into affliction, as he expelled your parents from the garden. Where were you? Pulling off from them both their clothing, that he might show them their evil inclinations." Huh? Again, he might show them their shame. Did they have shame before? No. It was hidden from them. Now, what if let's say I'm affectionate with a teacher, we are like Iranis, Arabs, Eastern, Middle Eastern people. What if I'm not a lesbian and someone says, no, no, wait, hidden. It is this lesbianism is hidden somewhere in your unconscious. Scared, yeah? Got me scared. Wouldn't it get you scared? Oh my God, it's hidden somewhere in my unconscious. Now, how to bring it out? Huh? How to bring it out? Come on, if it's hidden and I haven't done anything, I haven't touched a girl in that way. It is hidden from me then. But, you know, this old lady teacher you are after, you touch her with affection, right? Now, my ulamas were silent, but, priest had to tell me this because the teacher was a Catholic Christian and I had to go to a priest for counseling, right? Everything you people are scared of meets, Christians, Muslims. So this is my case. Sorry, I don't mean to bring any offend any Christians, but since this whole story of Adam and this is in the Bible too. One day, you're sitting with Miss Tissa, my teacher, who was my teacher I loved, and she was a family friend, and I used to shower her with affections. When once in a while, when she would come to my place, or to my aunt's wedding or for my birthday also or for dinner. And otherwise it was a difficult, like we had differences. So in school, most of the times I was being picked on by her because I had this overwhelming, and maybe I did some stupid things, in front of her in class and all that. So when the camera would come on, so look, right, camera in my movie camera on my birthday, my aunt's wedding, I would kiss her cheek and, to keep that memory. And she would be nice at that time. Thank God we could just sit and talk and be, enjoying our togetherness. There was no physical, but you see this thing of hidden, 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 hidden lesbian, hidden this because you are showering her with affection. Now here God says that, oh, he's blaming Shaitan, but blame yourself also, right? You didn't come to stop that. And did Adam have that hidden thing? He was naked, and so was Eve. But that's the way God had made them, right? And they were in the garden, they had everything. Our Imams told us Adam didn't need anything in the garden, they had abundance, Eve and Adam. Pulling, what does God say? Pulling off from them both their clothing. They were not clothed, that he might show them their evil inclinations. They started to psychologically feel the shame and all this, mentally, mental. And when they commit an indeed, so now God, how clever, cunning this. These messengers have been and prophets, and this one, he's been topmost on it. He's showing us, he's revealing the monotheistic religion's cleverness, cunningness. So here, I think, and so, wait, let this sink into you. So then what he does, he blames the polytheists of Makkah in context reading, because that too, to save the polytheists of Makkah, because you see, then I have to bring the context in view now for you people and for myself. I need to know who he's blaming now. So, because in Surah Tawbah we are told, they broke the treaty, they were zalim, opposing Allah and His Messenger, and now no more. Kill them all. Finally, yeah. And Prophet Muhammad from Medina was not going to Makkah because now he was saying, no, I don't want to see these naked people, policies going around the Kaaba. So what he does, O children of Adam, let not the shaitan cause you to fall into affliction as he expelled your parents from the garden, pulling off from them both their clothing. They were naked. Look, we're told. And, O children of Adam, 26. We have in, oh no, 27. O children of Adam, can you go to the Quran.com here? Verse 27. Then he blames these people for doing indecent things. I mean, indecency is a wide connotation again, wide meaning. We could think, he made us think that these polytheists could be doing adultery in front of the Kaaba, fornicating, dancing, singing, orgies like having God knows what sick things. I mean, sexual, provocative, openly. Like he made us think, like even in the Bible, uh, when Moses went up and they were worshipping the calf, and these polytheists had makeup on, and they were so stylish and perfume, using perfumes, and all the adornments, like jeweled up, adorned, and dancing seductively in front of the calf they were worshipping. Right? So this is the picture he gives us here in Surah Araf, ayat 28. Indecent. You see how clever, cunning, I've never seen. Anyways, I would like to leave this, but I had to mention this till the end. But I might go because my energy, I'm unreliable, my condition because of my health. So can we see this ayat again? Surah Araf ayat 28 in the Surah Araf ayat 28, Quran.com. Thank you. It takes time to load, but I think the sound is okay. Sound is good, I think. I have to check. I'll be listening to my live stream later on, seeing how much sense I make. And indeed, we have made the devil's allies to those who do not believe, stripping them of their clothing. 27. O children of Adam, do not let Satan deceive you as he tempted your parents out of paradise and caused their cover to be removed in order in order to expose their nakedness. Surely he and his soldiers watch you. Also this, watch you from where you cannot see them. Aren't they better than you? They're at a high place watching you. They're in the sky. They're in the heavens watching you. Where they're watching you from? Where? Surely he and his soul, he's scaring us so much. And this is not even fair, this part also of the ayat 27 of Surah Araf. They can see us, we can see them. We can see God, it's like God. We can see them. But they can see us. O children of Adam, let not tempt you, Shaitan, as he drove out your parents from paradise, stripping from both of them their clothing. Look at the way it's written. First of all, which clothing did they have? We are told they were naked. And then they start to stick leaves and all this. Another ayat in the Quran, right? When Shaitan came and they finally deceived them. So, what a way to put it in this, that perfect God, Almighty, absolute, omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. Do you see these? Now I'm showing you discrepancies in the Quran. Because you know what he does? He uses this against the polytheists. Whenever they commit a shameful deed, they say, shameful deed, fahsha, fash, fasha, بالفحشاء. Bil fahshai here. And you know what fahshai here is? It could mean Let me tell. Upright dedication. 33. Um, Haram. O children of Adam, dress properly when you go for worship. Ah, this man was. Ask, O prophet. Sorry, excuse me. My reaction. Ask, O prophet, who has forbidden the adornments and lawful provisions Allah has brought forth in His. This one. Say, my Lord has only forbidden open and secret indecencies. Fasha, fawahish, the shameful deeds.
الفواحش.
Al fawahish. So is this in plural? Maybe I didn't look at this, so I apologize. If there's a mistake, if that is just one singular for one indecency, although it means it has a wide connotation, but I didn't look at the proper meaning of this. What fawahish? It means you can look at the. I will check the. But it's enough, I think, for me. So some things I may have said out of ignorance, not knowing fully the Quran in Arabic, and the words, children of Adam take. Oh no. So I apologize for that, okay? But you get the gist, right? Say, my Lord hath commanded justice, and that you set your whole selves to at every time and place of prayer and call upon Him, making your devotion sincere as in His sight. Such as He created you in the beginning, so shall you return. My Lord has commanded justice. So they are doing unjust things. They're doing an unjust thing. They're doing a fahisha. Okay, one, yeah, one. So I apologize for this. One indecency, not fornicate or, let me see. Say, surely Allah never enjoins any indecency. Footnote. The simple and succinct Quranic statement that Allah never enjoins any indecency, verse 29, stands as the overwhelming argument against many false beliefs that were entertained by the people of Arabia. For a fuller appreciation of this argument, the following points should be kept in mind. First, that the people of Arabia totally stripped themselves while performing certain religious rites under the mistaken notion that it had been so enjoined. But on the other hand, they were agreed that nudity was a shameful thing, so that no Arab of any standing could ever approve of appearing naked in any respectable assembly or marketplace. Second, notwithstanding their reservation about nudity, they strippeal themselves. They strippealed. What's this? Strippeal themselves totally while performing certain religious rites on the ground that religion was from God. Hence, there was nothing objectionable about performing a religious act in a state of nakedness for God. Had so enjoined them. So, this is what I want to explain further, that they're right. Because when He made Adam, He didn't give him clothes or shame. There was no shame at all in Adam. This guilt, this shame has come when Shaitan entered the garden, deceived Eve and Adam, and they had of the fruit, and enjoined them regarding the performance of that rite. Here the Quran confronts them with a clear question. How can they believe that God could order them to do something which involves nakedness and which they know to be inherently shameful? No, it's not inherently shameful. This is what I want to prove, that it is not inherently shameful. So thank God I read the footnote. What is implied is that God could not command them to commit indecency. Huh. So here, my philosophy, logic, come on, come on. No, and from the Quran, as if I can prove it. So you reason. You see here, the mental gymnastics that Shias also do and the Muslims do on Shaitan came in the garden. Where's the indecency in Adam? He was when the angels and the was he naked at that time? He didn't have any shame. Wasn't he in his full form? He was made of tin. And if their religion contained elements of indecency, then this is positive proof of its not being from God. And what I have to do is prove this wrong, this wrong. Not the footnotes, not what. Thanks for the explanation, that's very good. I have to prove these ayats wrong. This ayat which says, and when such people commit an indecent act, they say, we found our fathers doing that, and Allah has enjoined it on us. This is right. Say, surely Allah never enjoins any indecency. But where did the shame come from in Adam? How can you attribute to Allah what you do not know? Now, even more so, so then comes Surah Araf ayat 33. Why do you say things about Allah which you do not know? And the wrath of Allah is on them, and it's haram. It's haram to say such a thing. Forbidden. Same Surah ayat 33. So this is what I had to prove wrong, and I hope I've showed you a little bit on this. And you can see that it is wrong, O children of Adam. Let not Satan deceive you in the manner it deceived your parents out of paradise. How did it deceive? By bringing forth their shame, revealing their shame. And before that, they had no shame. A pulling off from them their clothing? No, they were naked. They didn't have the feeling of shame. So, if you could go beyond the mind, if a Hindu or a pagan can take you, and if you go beyond the mind, not what the conditioning is. Right now, you see, I will never wear a sleeveless or this because I don't feel comfortable. I have conditioning. I have that effect on me, right? I will wear shorts but not sleeveless. I will wear a mini skirt but not sleeveless. I still have that conditioning on me. But if I can, that is there because now it's a thing of the society and all this, and conditioning also, deep conditioning. Now, have I proven through the Quranites that you see what this is all wrong, right? Someone give me a feedback. Hopefully, if someone is here to give me a good, do you understand? Did you get this? Did you see it? Another thing is here, the Shias in Surah Insan, you know, the Shia say that Bibi Fatima to Zahra, Imam Ali were so they didn't have much to eat, and Imam Hassan Hussein they had fever, yet they gave the last bit of food to Jibrail, angel Gabriel, who came to them disguised as a beggar. So this is where the ayats were naziled. How? How the ayats were naziled. And reward for them the perseverance in paradise, garments of silk. Where is it? So Allah will deliver them this also. And thank God, recently I saw a video from Christian Prince. I was so grateful. This is what I've been telling the Shias. Surah Nur Ayat 33, that no, chaste and everything, indecency, yes, but here there's an opening for prostitution of slave girls, right? Surah Nur Ayat 33, and this is what Christian Prince lately on Andrew Tate is the video. I saw it. He came live stream or he uploaded. I'm sorry, but I don't know about that. Didn't quite pay attention to that, but I saw the video. So those who for the love of him, no, it's not for the love of him. Shias, it's oh, you want to be accurate, right? It's not for the love of God. No, to seek the count. What does it say? Where is it? Oh, yes, here, saying to themselves, we feed you only, saying to themselves. Okay, maybe Imam Ali, Fatima, Zahra. We feed you only for the sake of Allah, not for the sake of Allah. Yes, here for the love of God. Sorry, I just got a bit confused, mixed up. Ayat 8 of Surah Insan, love of God. We give food despite the desire for it to the poor, the orphan, and the captive. Love, love, here. Love for
حبه
inspire. In spite that they didn't have food, I think that's what we were told. I mean, I could read the ayats. These will be the ones who fulfill their vows. Hmm? Also, this noteworthy Surah Tahrim, on just a few, two wives, Prophet Muhammad has made something unlawful what was made lawful for him, prohibiting himself what was made lawful for him by Allah, right? And here is a striking difference. Like they don't have food, and the last dates, pieces of dates they had, they gave to Jibril as he came disguised as a beggar, right? How many now? So no, don't. 1 hour. It's been 1 hour I've been here. Can't be a short live stream. These will be the ones who fulfill their vows and dread the day whose woe fulfill their vows. Okay, if you're going to tell me Urdu, English translation of Quran ayat word, yeah? Not, here it says Nadri. Bill.
بالنذر
Bin, uh, it's put Bill. Okay, bin Nadri. Vows. There it's put another word. Okay, but oath and vow, huh? Right. They fulfill their vows even when they are like they don't have much to eat. Hassan Hussein who had fever or something. I don't know about that here, but something like this, anyways. I just and give food despite their desire for it. Like whatever crumbs they had, like few dates, to the poor, the orphan, and the captive. So Gabriel came 3 times at the door. Bibi Fatma Zahra and Imam Ali, saying to themselves, we feed you only for the sake of Allah. No. Sorry. For the countenance of Allah. Wajhi.
لوجهي.
You know what this means? What is the face of Allah? What is the face of Allah? Oh, you're going to say they're metaphorical. Probably Jibril came bringing the face of Allah. पॉलिथी इसको मार डाला है, ऊपर से मदीना बनी नादिर को भी मार डाला. घर तोड़ दिए, भगा दिया, पॉलिटिक्स को काबा से भगा दिया, अपने उनके पास कोई रहा नहीं, टेम्पल, वर्शिप प्लेस, मस्जिद. You see this, you see this. Countenance. We feed you for the countenance of Allah. Wajhi, wajhi. Face of Allah, you know? Saying, we feed you only for the face of Allah. And there, metaphorically, i.e., approval and countenance, and for the sake of Allah. Look at this. It's going weird here. Because they don't see the face of Allah. In the beloved, in the beloved. What did, what did the seeing, to love is to see the face of God. Victor Hugo say, na? To love is to see the face of God. To love someone, to love someone is to see the face of God. Victor Hugo. Don't make my heart cry. To love another person is to see the face of God. You know what sin you would be committing? Separating two loved ones. It's like you're gone. This is the worst sin ever. This should be unforgivable for you. Okay, thank you. I think this is enough. It should be, but I will come back if I have to correct myself or something. Or, anyways, I'll come back for reminding you. Thank you so much. I was so glad that Christian Prince brought that out about Surah Nur Ayat 33. Oh, yes, and maybe I haven't no conclusions made, but I hope I have now so far confused you. Please leave this. So that's good, right? Allah and Shaitan, we don't know who is who, but taking this Islam as a true religion, right? And anything else I have to say before I go? Thank you so much. God bless you all, and hope you, massager, cashier, thank you so much. Funds Uno, God bless you. May you come out of all this, blaming others and others' religions like this. But that academically, if you have something to say, then we can bring that out. Uh, then I can allow you to even comment here for that. You know what I mean? Sorry, my English is going weird now. I'm tired. So, yes, I'll have to also complete this. I'll come back if I find another ayat in the light of other ayats. Surah Tahrim, ayat 1, 2, comparing them and all that, seeing the discrepancies, and now I reached, is Allah Shaitan made by this false prophet. Right? So let's see now where else I go. Hope this is enough for now. Thank you so much. God bless you all.